Hey, do you guys see that, Larry? Do you guys see that video with Augustine?
Yeah.
Okay. Really, really cool. The girl's really good. See her? She's really good. But what's like when you guys watch, go back home and watch it again. But watch how the hands roll. You don't see slop. It's finished, 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 finished. Everything's finished. Every move is finished. So the rolling, you notice how there goes. It's one piece. It's strong position, strong position, strong, 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 strong. It's none of this strong. So a reason why, if Brian punches, I have to be ready to adjust off that right away. Okay? But BonSau, watch Augustine's folk. Go ahead and roll. His hand, it's in this position like this. It rolls up. Here, so go ahead and roll. It stays like this. He's not doing things like this, anything funky. So watch when he's doing two folk. The hands are relaxed. Everything's being pressed forward. Elbows are, everything's completing. Complete, complete, complete. Everything's complete. So those videos of Macau, watch those and watch them again. And then when you're done watching it three. Because each time I watch them, no, I'm serious, you can watch that and each little nugget comes out of how to roll, how to make it better, and how the really good Wing Chun guys back in Macau are rolling. But the critical thing for you guys to remember is it's finished, 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 finished. Because if Brian goes a hit, I have to be ready to finish and come back a different strike, right? Or come back around a different line.
Yeah, that girl is so good.
But the critical factor there, she's letting the structure of this position to do the work. So if I'm out like, pick on you and say, Rick, you're new, right? And your elbows are out. This is a weak position. You use a lot of rotator cuff muscles. You get tired a lot faster, okay? If you're in a good position, and the reason why I'm having you continue to punch is you'll start seeing is you're like, all of a sudden everything starts lining up perfectly. And you can I would do, when I was doing really, really hard, when we do the punches, pterodactyl, what the heck?
That little bat. That little bat. Oh.
No, we just punch.
No, it's just a little bit. It's just a big moth.
It's a pterodactyl, man. But you can do lots of punches because your body, the alignment's already there. You don't have to do much work. So when you guys are doing a lot of BonSau, it's when you guys are touching hand, if you're going back to center, and what Brian and I went over the other day, it's if I'm going back to center, everything's balanced. The connection here is balanced. He's not pulling me down, I'm not lifting him up. I can roll for a long time, okay. But what it also trains you is any deviation, heavy energy, you know, lifting energy. It's easy to feel the difference in the two. Because remember, there's a line here and there's a deviation off that line. If it's lifting up, if it's lifting down, if it's side to side. So in the video with Augustine, you watch, there's 2 points of contact and both people are going right back to each other's center the whole time. So it's finished, finished, but everything's back to center. So no matter what move they're doing, if it's application as they're moving around, most people don't know how to find the center. So you're going to hit, whoa, there's wide open because they don't know how to cut lines and cut angles. Does that make sense? Now there's other guys, you know, the screaming guys in the circles and all that other stuff, but from a standpoint of if I'm at this distance and if he doesn't cut the line, he gets hit. If I don't cut the line, I get hit. That could be a flow of combat. If Brian's pushing me backwards like this, all right, or whatever he might be doing, I can't hit him because he has control of the line, control of the angle. There's other factors involved. But what I just want you guys to see from the BonSau with Augustine, it's the real clarity of the roll. It's a focus on each other's perseveration on the center, okay? And when someone attacks, you see them flow right into the next technique.
Oh, this is a really small question.
Sorry, well, but your question could be someone else's question. So if it's on tape, then people get.
Okay. My question was just: is there anything to get my elbows to go closer?
Well, I knew him, you know, from showing up there all the time and diving out there. And I used to.
And this is a flexibility.
Okay, there's flexibility on that side of the shoulders right here. But how you do that is you do it hour form.
And he and I used to go out all the time. First, he used to have
You do an hour form. Get the elbow trained in.
Anyway, but yeah, I can do it.
Makes sense.
So like we were doing
don't you come over here in front of the camera so we know what you're doing.
And I figured,
You're doing this, and my elbows don't come in enough.
Okay, but well, hold on. You don't want. This is not.
Yeah.
So
unbelievable what I used to do.
this is too cool. This is too collapsed this way.
Drive to 3 layers.
It should be straight towards me.
Weights
So if it's like that, if you like that, ready? I mean, literally, I just have to go.
His shoulder should be at your center, right?
Okay. If you're pulling down, that's why the hands is project. Hey guys, this is actually so. BonSau, any kind of energy. I tell you what, energy is always going towards each other's center. If I feel this, it should be balanced towards the center with my elbows. Okay? If I'm like that, if I'm like this, any deviation, so even though you're doing the BonSau, it's still focused on my center. That's the point of contact right here. If I go here, here, any deviation is a quick indication to you to do what? If I'm over here, what would you do? Right, or if I was like this. Nope,
Oh, no.
I'm going that direction.
This direction?
Right, BonSau, quick punch right here.
Like that?
Yeah, but come in hard with your left foot. So if you're pulling that way, so you're just going boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Pock, punch. Yeah,
Like that?
but you want your whole body. It's when you BonSau, when you do the BonSau, watch with my pock. It goes towards your center. So you're literally going in. You're going. Boom. That makes sense?
Yeah. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, pock.
Like that?
It's more that. So it's more of a. It's not a slap. It's a, you're going in because it's energy going that direction. So just keep it going. So I want to feel this come to my body. That's the idea.
Like that?
Yeah. Yep. So you let it go.
Yeah.
I have
But
clarification. Well, when you're done.
no, go ahead.
Well, let me step in here for a second. Okay, so with the BonSau, I've always been kind of told that this should be going towards the person's center. But what if it's like here?
This is towards this shoulder.
Okay.
This whole structure here is going towards my center, not here.
Not here?
Because right now you're wristy, you're going that direction.
Okay.
So if I let go,
Right.
if you spring that way,
Right.
so what's that telling me? Right? You're going that direction.
Right.
I let it go around.
Okay.
So question.
So,
So this whole structure should be drilling right towards my center right here.
okay.
So that is lined up over here. Remember BonSau, so if I'm in contact and that punch comes towards me, okay, if it's okay, so real quickly on BonSau, so just do the first punch. That's not going to turn my hand over because the line's open over here. I'm not going to do a BonSau. So if I'm like this, now you BonSau because I'm pushing it, I'm forcing it to roll.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So right there, I still don't have to turn. You're going over there, but I'll roll, go that direction. Right, so the idea that's coming towards my center, and I'm rolling. Exactly. So, but as it comes, this is now driving back towards your center. But look, I'm here. What I'm doing is I'm rolling around his arm down to here. So I'm in contact here, it goes slow. And it hits, I'm rolling down to this point, and then I'm going back towards the center. So you're taking it offline, it comes towards me, back towards the center. Or if I'm in a stance, if I'm rolling, turn.
So the roll comes first before the...
Well, he's forcing me into a roll. That's the whole point. The BonSau is, he's forcing me to turn.
Okay.
I'm not initiating bong,
Gotcha.
okay? So-
I'm forcing him.
Right, so I'm in contact, at that punch, he punches over here, he's turning me. I'm not turning into a bong. He's turning me into a bong.
Right, but
Because he's coming, see, do what you just did. Do what you see right there. I don't have to go to bong because you're not going towards my center.
okay.
See, so that now I have to roll because it's coming back towards my center. Does that make sense? So literally, if he goes too much, if he's going that direction, I don't have to go to a bong because
He's already gone.
because he's not turning it. That's the whole. So bong, it's like passive aggressive. It doesn't matter. He's turning me into a bong. I'm not turning me into a bong.
Okay, so
I think I got off subject, but
no, that's okay, because so right here, okay, so I was always, thought that, okay, BonSau should be like
No.
here. It's wherever it falls, but
Right,
you
so
need to be going towards the
form
center.
training. That's just training the bong cell. That's all I'm doing here.
Okay.
That's not application. That's application.
Okay, okay, so you're not going to be like, no, you
No.
have to have it right
No, because
here.
it's a weak position. This is
Right.
weak structure right here. Try to. I mean, if you're coming in hard like this, that's a really weak structure.
Right,
So it's coming in. You're rolling me into a strong position.
okay. Has nothing to do with placement of the wrist, it's placement of your center.
It's where your energy is going at all times.
Right, okay.
So you think about my movement. There's times I'm going to turn like this. Why is that? Because the force you're giving me is turning my body that way.
Right.
There may be times where I'm going to go straight in because there's no defense or I can attack.
Okay.
There's other times, but I'm not going to overhit a BonSau. If you push me, I'm not going to go, because now you keep coming that direction.
Right, right.
So it's the stick. If you punch towards my center, I don't keep chasing your hand.
Right,
Where's the line? If you come towards me, there's the line, right? If you keep going,
right.
so any movement, if I'm constantly going back towards your center,
Right. That was rule number 1, chase the center. Rule number 2, elbow. That's what it was.
okay. Yeah.
I've got these rules now. I'm making rules. Rule number 1, chase the center, not the hand. Rule number 2, elbows.
Any other questions? Anything else? Watch those videos, man. I'm telling those guys in Macau. I'm telling you.
Wait, so
Tell-
you're saying when we do BonSau, center to the opposite shoulder, but energy is straight towards.
If I'm square towards you like this, I'm square towards you,
Right.
and my energy is going towards you. I need a stick. Can you throw me the shorter ones, Brian? It's easier with the shorter ones right there. Sticks, lines are easier. So if I'm like this, okay, watch out, hold on for the camera. So if I'm like this, there's my tan. If this is coming towards my center, I roll it offline with my horse, but as it comes in, I roll it offline. This energy is going back towards the center, so I'm cutting behind the line back into him.
I see.
So this is the line coming straight at me. It's going in hard. I'm rolling it. So as I turn, stance turn, I take it offline. But now the line's opened up here, so my energy can go back into him that direction.
So the correct way to think about this is the bong itself is cutting the line.
Well, I think about I think about in terms of roll. No, he's rolling me. So if I'm in contact like this and Larry's coming at my center, he's rolling my arm. I'm going in. I'm in point of contact. If he goes hard enough, and this is what BonSau is. Here, Brian, let me borrow you a second.
Cutting the line would be more of a view or something?
Well, no. It's still cutting the line, but it's just in pure and bong. Bong, I don't want to actively go into a BonSau because that's a weak position and it gives him a chance to counterattack. But if he's initiating the move, it's like an elbow. Okay? If Brian moves first, I can hit him with an elbow. If I move first, he can see it coming, he traps it, and then counters. Okay? So it's the same thing with the elbow. It's a technique that works from a counter move, or he's initiating the energy. So he's pushing really hard on me. I can then use that elbow against him. He's pushing really hard on me. I roll behind it. Now that line's open up, but my energy is going back into him. So remember we tested the BonSau. If he pushes towards me, I should be able to shoot my energy back into his center. But the why I can do it is because I'm taking this offline. Now I'm cutting right back here, back towards the center. So he's going here, back in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
I think so.
Okay.
Here, look. Go like this. No,
Like this?
I'm going to go like this. I'm going towards your center. Now, I've got this line.
Wait, come over here and do this. So we got, hold on. Right there. There we go.
So I'm coming toward.
We need a little more stage
this is
presence.
the line, okay? So I'm coming toward your center. Now cut the line. There, you cut the line.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But your energy should be coming straight to me.
Right.
Okay, that's your line. So now I have to change the line as well to come back. So I can go BonSau and change it, or actually I would probably go.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Exactly. You're exactly right.
So I have now taken your line and moved it over here.
That's right.
And now my line is here.
That's right.
Okay, does that make sense? So
Yeah.
here's the line coming at you. Now you cut the line. Right. So now where's your energy coming? It should be going straight to my line.
That's
My
right.
center.
Right.
Follow the center, not the hand.
Right.
This way you go.
Okay.
Yep.
So if I'm coming like this, you take my line. My line is now going that way. Your line should be coming here. Now if I come in this way, my line is going to you. Now you've changed my line and you've taken the line.
Right.
So that's cutting the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the BonSau is rolling that. So as your hand is coming towards my center, because it's a point of contact. So I don't use BonSau unless I'm in contact.
Right.
Okay. So it's coming towards my center. So here's the line towards me. It comes at me. So come towards me. But you see, look where you're going. Right. Do it just before. Go that way.
This way.
I don't have to do a BonSau.
Right.
But if it goes towards my center, I have to roll around that line and then have my energy cut back to the back side here.
Right.
So now that's how I regain the line.
Right.
He just cut
I
your
think
line.
Stuart
So
understands
you're coming
now.
towards his
There's
center,
no turning
but he changed your line. He cut your line off.
Right.
And now he's coming in.
And
So
I
you have
bet-
to cut his line.
And the thing with the BonSau rolls. The BonSau is rolling around the point. So if I'm look, you guys. So right now I'm touching Seward's wrist, right? Come towards my center. Where's my BonSau now? I just went from here to here on your arm.
Right.
So I'm rolling behind that point and then cutting back towards your body.
Right.
So if you come hard towards my center, towards my center, towards my center, towards my center, hard. No, there you go, a little harder. So you're coming hard towards me, right?
Yeah.
Harder. I can still shoot it back into you because I'm rolling behind that point. You're here going in, then you go do it, Tom. If I go towards your center, you roll it, you're taking that energy away. You're rolling behind that point. Now you're shooting it back into me.
So redirect in.
Roll
Rolling.
in. And it's not a collapse in. But so like, actually the video that Brian and I did today, it's pretty good. It's in terms, so there has to be some give. It's not rigid. If it's rigid, you get knocked around.
Right.
There has to be some give and some fluidity and flexibility and sensitivity. So the BonSau, you think about it. If I'm in a strong position in BonSau, this is strong. I can be relaxed. If someone comes in really hard, I roll to a BonSau, I'm still relaxed. Go back to the videos we were seeing. Strong. Each position was strong. That's strong, that's strong. In between's weak. So they're going strong. Now, if I'm in here, I'm in such a strong position, I can stay relaxed, which then increases my sensitivity for any kind of energy coming in. If it's coming in, I then roll to a bong and cut around a different line of attack.
And that's where your structure comes in with training on the first form, is because if you have good structure, you can relax.
Exactly.
And then you can roll into a defensive position, but then you can also turn it back into a strong.
That's right. And when it's saying, so like, there's combat, so this is training. In combat, bong protects ton protects bong. So if I'm in contact like this, and you come towards my center, I go to a BonSau. If you come towards my center, I go to a tansau. So each one protects each other. Now in combat, if this punch comes at my center, you get out of it right away.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be stuck, you don't stay. So a lot of times you see people rolling. Well, no one's going to fight like this. Of course not. But you're teaching your body that as the attack comes in, that I'm going to roll and then counterattack. The reason I waited for there is because if he didn't have, I could have punched straight in. There you go. There you go. Now come. Good. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. The first one, you didn't have the line, I can
You just,
attack.
like,
I
slide
can just
through
hit
it.
in.
Right.
But because you then cut the line and came towards me, now it's a threat. Now I have to roll with that.
Right. Okay.
So the whole, that's why I talk about those videos. There's 2 points on the arm that they're rolling, constantly rolling. and they're constantly driving back to the center. So Brian right now, he's making a whole lot of progress. For a second, but when we start rolling, his left elbow does a little bit of this, just a little bit, and everyone does. Mine did too. I mean, you're rolling, you do single sticky hand all day long. Like, okay, why? How come I get it? Because your body's not acclimated to the changes in the movement, having the elbow position in yet. That's just repetition and time. So for you, for progress, it means rolling as much as you possibly can with everybody you possibly can. Just roll, 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 roll.
What's his elbow doing? It's not
His right elbow's fine, but his left elbow's like he'll be rolling, okay? It's tons fine, and all of a sudden it'll go. He's like this. There's a hole in there, yeah.
It's your Sunday arm.
But that's just repetition. That's timing. That's sitting at your hold. That's doing the hold positions, getting your shoulders and everything conditioned, and then the first form, and then doing lots of rolling. Then it becomes natural. So the whole point. Think about the forms and the drills. The drills are to make the techniques natural. That's all it is. The repetition, just to make it natural. So I know from if you're doing BonSau that if there's a hole, you hit. You don't think about it. You just go in and hit. Yeah, perfect. Brian counterattack. Wham! It's like perfect. That's it. The hole was there. You attack. That's exactly what you want. That was good. All right, anything else? Anybody? Anybody? Balance. So you guys keep the punching, walking punches. So if worse comes to worse, just walk and punch in the air. Finish. 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 Other change. Punch with the other hand. Change your. That's it. Now step and punch. Balance. It's gonna hit you one day. You're like, oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I can feel it now.
I feel it's collapsing.
What's that?
I feel like I'm collapsing.
Forgot. So I got an itch. Yeah. Where's that? Oh, there's a pterodactyl.
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah. And the bugs are going to return. Elbow. Yeah. Horse. Sink. Yeah, much better.
How much do I?
Yeah, they do.
My email, right? How much?
Well, I don't know. Here, okay, go online.
Well, I can,
But if I stick it out like that.
or it's just Richard and
And then, like that, and then you were doing the splitting. And then, okay, so yeah, I guess.
no,
Straighten out like, straighten out like that, and then
So when you're rolling, see the speed we're going at? That's what you need to practice. The only time you don't is someone's just newly rolling and you're going. You know, you're doing that sort of stuff. But it should be, just watch that, see the pace. Finish, finish, elbow. Forward.
You guys go on the website at all? Yeah. Do you guys do videos? Yeah. Okay. Because all those videos are also posted here in this Facebook group. They get posted here before they get on the website. That's where
Good. Good. Good, Brian. Good. 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 Weak, so it's you never know.
progression. Remember you said?
Elbow, elbow.
Little progression.
Want to go fast? Go slow. You're pulling down. Forward. Project. Forward. So what I'm doing is, here, ready to roll? This is what you're doing. Go ahead and roll. So if I'm feeling this, I'm good. If I'm feeling this, so it's in. So what happens, you start feeling is, you feel like your whole body, go ahead and roll. You feel like your whole body, oh, there's a hole, here's a hole, here's a hole, here's a hole. You feel like your body just constantly driving in. Right? Does that make sense? So,
You're finding a hole.
feel your, well, keep driving. We watch that video. Drill, drill, drill. Drill. See your elbow?
Who's running titanium wing chun? I'm having a brain fart.
Stan.
Stan. Yeah. Stan's,
Yeah, he's pissed me off. Promote him, he's got to move away. I'm like, fucking way. You know, I'm like, I'm not promoting anybody. No, I'm happy for him. Sup, Stan?
Oh, Chi-Sao practice.
Sup?
Brian.
Stand the man.
No, you tell him.
Yeah, you left, man. He's heartbroken. He's heartbroken.
Yeah, you boys in Texas better get your act together. That's what I'm saying.
He's heartbroken.
I'm gonna go gangsta.
We love you, Stan.